If I lost absolutely everything tomorrow and had to start dropshipping from zero again, these would be the steps that I would take. What's poppin', people? It's your boy the Beast of Ecom, and I am back with another video, dropping nothing but you already know, value bombs. So in today's video, what I'm going to explain is what would I do if I lost absolutely everything, God forbid, tomorrow, no ad accounts, no dropshipping stores, absolutely no money in the bank account, and started all the way from zero again. What would be the steps that I would take to build up everything from the beginning, from ground zero, back to building up a profitable e-commerce stores? Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who may be starting in this position from zero and thinking about getting into things. So hopefully this video provides you with a high level overview strategy based on the experience that I have and things that I've been through, to give you guys like an overview, high level strategy of what you can do to take those steps and have success in dropshipping. So make sure you watch this video to the end. I can guarantee that you will get some value out of it. And if you are, or if you aren't a subscriber, make sure you drop a like on this video. And if you're not subscribed, then what on earth are you doing? Smash that subscribe button and of course hit the notification bell so that you stay up to date with all of my latest content. Also, my 100% free ebook will be going live on Sunday. So if you're watching this video on Sunday or after Sunday, the link for that will be down below. So I'm going to break this video down into 5 key sections. First and foremost, what I need to do before anything else, what I need to do in terms of actually starting a store, then how do I find the products, how do I then advertise the products, and then how would I go about growing the business. Okay, so say for example, I wake up tomorrow with absolutely nothing, no money in the bank account, no dropshipping stores, no ad accounts, everything just gone. What would I do to build things up? Well, first and foremost, there's things that I need to do prior to getting into the game. And what I need to do is you're going to have to find a way to establish an income source. Now, the easiest thing to do is to go out and get a 9-to-5 job. So if you can get yourself a job, no matter how much it pays you, remember, slow money is better than no money. So if it means going out and finding a job, which, you know, is just basically a means to an end, you know it's not going to be your future, you know it's not something that you're going to do for years on end, but it's going to bring you in that monthly, you know, income, go out and do it. That's one thing you can do. If you have any sort of different skills that would be of benefit to someone else, for example, I'm okay with Photoshop, I'm okay on Premiere Pro, editing videos, you know, okay at doing thumbnails. I could put myself on, you know, a Fiverr gig, or put myself or profile up on Upwork, something along those lines, just to get some sort of money rolling in. Now, once you've got that little bit of income, one thing that you can do to take that to a next level and just have extra pounds or dollars in your pocket is you could do things such as flipping. So basic arbitrage, the whole Gary V style, you know, buying something on Facebook Marketplace or going to garage sales, whatever it may be, and then selling that on eBay for a markup. Buy low, sell high. Another thing you can do is service arbitrage, such as, you know, consult with some sort of business and say you can get, you know, flyers made, or you can design a new website, and then just go to Upwork, Fiverr, find someone who can do the job better at a cheaper price, and you just make your markup on the things in between. So let's say, for example, I've been doing this for a while now, and I've got saved up in my bank account around about $900 to $1,500, okay? What would be the next steps now to get into dropshipping? So basically what I've got to do now is start up a Shopify store. Now you can just open up the Shopify plan, just to go on the basic one, $30 a month. But the question is, what type of store should I open? Now, to answer that question, for me personally, it comes down to the experience that you have selling products online. Now, if you have no experience whatsoever with selling products online, or you don't know which niche you want to jump into, then I recommend just starting up a general store. Now, the reason why I say that is because newbies, when they get up and running, they're trying to find the perfect niche. They take too long to get things going. Now, remember, you want to be able to move fast and break things. So if you've got no experience selling online, or you don't know which niche you want to get into, pick 3 niches that you like the look of, you want to get into, start a general store. Now, with that being said, if you already know which niche you want to jump into, or you've got experience selling online, then I recommend you start up a niche store. Now, 9 times out of 10, the stores that I ever start are either a niche store or a one product store, because I've got the experience, and most of the time I know which niche I want to jump into. Now, that leads me on to the third type of store, a one product store. Now, I only recommend you start, you know, opening up a one product store if you're getting started with things, if you have the experience, or you've put in a lot of research into the product that you want to sell. Now, in terms of themes, because you don't want to be spending unnecessary money on things that you don't need, I would just use a free theme. So the themes that I would use is I was either to go to Debut, okay, or Venture, which are both from Shopify, or I would use Debutify, okay? All of those are 100% free. I would just use one of those to get up and running. Now, when it comes to apps, I would only install these apps if I was getting up and running again, okay? I would make sure that I have Vitals, because Vitals pretty much has 40 plus apps all in one. Pretty much everything you ever need is in Vitals. So that would be the first thing I would download. And by the way, if you do want 10% lifetime discount off Vitals, check the link down below. I would also have Obolo, which has a free plan as well to get products into my store really quickly and handle some of the fulfillment. I would also get Sweet Upsell, which isn't a necessary to start with, but if you're spending money on Facebook, you want to squeeze as much as you can out of the customer. So having that upsell is going to help with that. Then I would get the abandoned cart app, because remember, pretty much 70 to 80% of people who land on your store will abandon cart. So I would definitely get that and then maybe switch to Klaviyo a little bit later. Now, all in total, it's probably going to total up to around about $50 to $60 per month for your apps. So like I mentioned, I would still have that 9-to-5 job bringing in that income. Okay, so I've built the store. One thing I need to do is find products. When it comes to finding products, one thing I would probably do is what I always recommend is subscribing to at least one paid software service, product finding service out there, because what it's going to do is it's going to help you generate more ideas for finding winning products and basically getting a feel for what a winning product actually looks like. Now, there's tons of them that are out there. The ones that I personally use are AdSpy, which is a little bit expensive for a newbie, but if you do want to have a free trial and get $50 off your first month, check out the link down below. eSniper is another one that I like to use as well, and of course there's Ecom Hunt, which is out there, which is probably the cheapest of all of them. One free method would always to be searching on Facebook. What I would do is I would spend a week just scrolling down my feed, having a look for dropshipping products, okay? And when I find something which has a nice number of likes, let's say 300 above, and a nice amount of shares, let's say over 100 or so, or I generally like the look of the product, I would save it, add it to a collection, and also what I would do is I will go to the page, okay, the dropshipping page, I would add the product to my cart, and I would also initiate checkout, just so that Facebook pixelizes me and it's giving those signals to Facebook to say, hey, I'm someone who's potentially interested in this product. So what's going to happen over time if you do this consistently for a week, Facebook's then going to show you more products like this product. One more free thing I would do is I would use Comm feed. Now, Comm feed is basically something whereby you can actually just track stores and what they're adding to their store every single day, or when they do it. It's 100% free if you go to Comm feed. I think I've got a video on my channel somewhere about using it, but it's a fantastic tool, and of course it costs absolutely nothing. So you can track some of these stores that you find and see what type of products that they're adding to their stores in pretty much real time. So I've got my store, I've started finding products. What do I then do when it comes to advertising? So I would limit the amount of tests that I do every single week, and I would probably only stick to 3 products every single week. Now, these would be quality tests, quality products, okay? Remember, you want to be testing quality over quantity. And of course, it is a numbers game, but if you're doing more quality tests than quantity tests, you're going to be saving more money. So in terms of the actual setup and testing, what I would do is I would start with a website conversion campaign, optimize for purchase. Yes, even if you don't have any purchases, I would already generally start off with a purchase. And what I would do is I would start with ad set budget campaign instead of CBO, because if you're doing a CBO, then you're consistently going to be spending whatever you set, regardless of if you turn off the ad sets or not, because you're spending money at the campaign level. Whereas at ad set level, what you can do is you can turn off the bad ad sets and save money in the process and only keep the ads which are running. And I generally like to use ad set budgets to test rather than CBO to test. And now Facebook have came out and said, I believe that they're not making CBO mandatory, which is a good thing. I would have 8 ad sets. Each ad set would have a single interest in, okay? And I would target Facebook and news feeds only. And also I would go with a budget of around about $8 to $15 per ad set. And then what I would also target is the top English speaking countries. So the top 5 plus Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Ireland, Netherlands, and those kind of countries. Also, if you are getting some value from this video, please do drop a like on this video. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps the video and helps the channel. So please do drop a like. So let's say I found a product which had some traction in it. What do I do next? Well, what I would then do is I would then do some creative testing using CBOs, because I like to use CBOs rather than ad set budgets when it comes to testing creatives. And that way you can find more winning creatives to scale with that you can then put in to your scaling campaigns. Because remember, 9 times out of 10, your creative, you'll have ad creative fatigue before you have audience fatigue. When it comes to scaling, I would basically just take my top 3 or 5 audiences, which are generally around the same audience size. I just find that works the best. Put those into a CBO campaign and scale from there. Now, in terms of the initial scaling CBO budget, again, you can deviate away from this depending on how great your metrics are. But to give you a benchmark, I would generally do around 1 to 2 times cost per acquisition per creative as your budget. So to give you an example, if your cost per acquisition is $20 and you've got 3 creatives, that means each ad set is going to be around about $60. Okay, if we've got then 3 ad sets in the CBO at $60, then our CBO campaign budget is going to be $180. So now we've got some traction up and going. I want to talk about some business operations that I would put in place based on the knowledge that I have and that I see a lot of new people neglecting. So I would start with AliExpress to test all of these products, okay? Then once I start to get some traction, I would then switch to finding an agent. As soon as I'm doing around 30 to 40 orders per day consistently of a single product. Now, in order to find an agent, I know a lot of people are going to ask me that question. One thing you can do, or 2 things you can do, is either reach out to your initial AliExpress supplier who you're buying from, or get some recommendations of people inside of Facebook groups. But really do, of course, do your research, because no one wants to get scammed. Doing this successfully is going to help you reduce your shipping times and process times, and also get a cheaper price as well, so that your margins increase. The second thing I'll do when I'm getting traction is outsource. Believe me or not, you cannot do this on your own. So I would go to Upwork or onlinejobs.ph and hire myself a customer service rep, so that you are not answering the customer emails. Final thing, I would make sure that I back up absolutely everything when it comes to Facebook. Now, 3 things that you need to do, okay, is first and foremost, make sure you have multiple admins on the business manager, because if your profile gets restricted or for some reason you can't log in, then you've got another admin that can still access the account. Another thing you want to make sure you are doing is always make sure you have 2 pixels on your store. Again, if your business manager gets banned, then your pixel's going to go down. So what I generally like to do is have 2 pixels on the store, one from one business manager, one from another business manager. That way I've got 2 pixels from 2 different business managers, and it's just mitigating the risk. The final thing is try to only have 1 winning product per ad account. If you've got all of your winning products in one ad account and that one ad account goes down, then pretty much if you're relying on Facebook traffic, you go back down to 0. So always make sure that you've got 1 winning product in one ad account and another in another ad account, because if one goes down, you're still bringing in income from the other product. Hopefully you got some value from this video. If you did, drop a comment down below. Let me know. I'll be replying to comments as well. So drop a comment, drop a like, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on. Like I mentioned, my free ebook covering pretty much absolutely everything is going live on Sunday, the 10th of May. So if you're watching this on Sunday, or if you're watching it after Sunday, then make sure you check the link down below. It will be down below. If it's not Sunday, then make sure you stay tuned to my social medias and I'll be posting it on there. Hit me up on Instagram, drop me a like, drop me a DM, drop me a comment, and we can try and connect on there. And make sure you join the free Facebook mastermind group. The link for that will be down low as well. So that's it for this video. Take care and I'll see you later.